Welcome to another episode of the Southern Hang Podcast. As always, you have Sherman Brown, Neil Wilding, Brian Redmond, and myself, Craig Casey Kasem Cotton, coming live to you from the Southern Hang Studios. Today, we're going to jump into the Wayback Machine to a time when you used to tune in and listen to Casey Kasem give you America's top 40 songs of the year. Today, I'll be giving the intro, but our own Neil, the Music Man Wilding, will be giving us his top 25 albums of 2025. Folks, sit back and tune in as we all get set to go down for a stroll through Wilding's 25 of 25. Fellas, I'd like to start this off with a little bit just asking, how does the Music Man, build this list? Is this a start January 1 of 25 and you start compiling and the list you just carry it around with a piece of paper in your pocket? Is it organic? Does it change? How often does it change? And
I would say there is.
I bet it's fluid. It's got to be fluid.
It's absolutely fluid. Hell, it was fluid from yesterday. But to me, there is nothing greater than finding new music, whether it's a new album release from somebody I've been listening to for years, or finding new artists to add to my playlist that I listen to every day. So yeah, I'm always on the prowl for new music, and as soon as I hit something, I just kind of start adding stuff to the playlist. And this time of year, you start to see the best of lists hit, like Rolling Stone, Pace Magazine, all those types of places. And I figured, why not make my own list?
There you go. And that's a notepad in your pocket. That's 24/7 around in your, just rolls around that mathematical head of yours and your.
Well, see, now that we got phones,
algorithms.
We got phones now. When you just hit the little plus sign, and it adds it right to your library, Cotton. It's fantastic
plus
technology.
Plus sign library. Got it. Got it.
And is this list solo Neil Wilding, or is this in discussion with fellow music lovers? Like, are you bringing in like a Gregonis or like a Brian Beam or somebody we don't even know?
I would say that some of the albums that I've found were references or recommendations from friends of mine or from the music Twitter, wherever it may be. I certainly don't find it all organically. Most everything I find is because somebody else suggested it somewhere. But this particular list are my favorites, not necessarily the best. A lot of them are the best, but this would be my favorites. And to be clear, we're going to talk 25 but my list was far greater than 25. That's for sure.
Oh, we had no doubt. We had absolutely no doubt that was the case. We could do a top 100.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, typical Wilding fashion. You say, "Here's the rules," and you say, "Bullshit. Here's my rules," and then you come in. What was the over under we had, fellas? We said 25 and 25. Did we set an over under?
No, but we all would have taken the over.
Yeah, the over.
Whatever the number is, whatever the number would have been, we would have all taken it, including Neil.
Well, I mean, they let 68 teams in the NCAA tournament now, and somebody still bitches that they don't get in. Same deal here. I think we started at the top 10, and I said, no, it's 25. It's 2025. Let's do the top 25 to 25. And then I sent y'all a list of 50.
So do you have an NIT? Do you have an NIT list then? You got your top 100, and then you got the next 50?
Well, it's funny you use basketball terminology because I did. But I didn't call it the NIT. I called it the others receiving votes, as if it were the top 25 poll.
As if there's other people voting. It's just you. It's just you.
Yeah, this is true. This is the science that leads to the Southern Hang Pod top 25 of 25.
Yeah, if we need to talk to the committee, we know who to talk to.
This is right. That's right.
Well, fellas, I feel like I got to keep us with under the 2 hour over under that we were planning on this episode. I feel like if
this might be a 10.
If we don't fire down on at least number 25, we're not going to get to the top 10 at any point during this show. So,
all right, let's see what we got.
Here's my best case. Let's see, coming in at number 25 in this year's top 25. Fire away, Mr. Music Man Neil Wilding.
So at 25, I've got local band from Louisville, Kentucky, Ryan Davis and the Roadhouse Band. They put out an album called New Threats from the Soul. And it's, I don't know if you all listened to any of the stuff I put out there on the playlist ahead of time, if y'all did any homework, but I would say this band is for fans of like maybe the Drive-By Truckers,
Sweet.
like a little Southern slash, I don't want to say jam band because they're not jam band, but their songs can be 8-9 minutes long. But I'll say that this is not the only list this album is making. While certainly a hometown favorite, like I saw them on the Rolling Stone list and some other lists that I've read, they're starting to get some national notoriety. It's a good band.
And local boys.
Hell yeah.
All right. I love it. I love starting off local.
Yeah.
Buy
They
local.
tried to name themselves the 502s, but that was taken.
Apparently, I'm
Bastards.
following them. I'm following them already.
Not true. But they are from Louisville.
All right, and on number 24, we got to keep it moving along. We've only got 3 hours left, so. No. I'm enjoying this. I love taking the notes while you're doing it. So fire down. No busting. Busting your stuff up yet.
At number 24, I've got a fireball of a lady by the name of Cat Hasty. Forgive me if I pronounced it wrong. She's got an album called The Time of Your Life, and she is pure country. It's probably the most country album on this list, and even I say it's not country, it's Americana. This one's a pretty country record, but she kicks ass, and it's a great album. She was actually here, played at Zanzibar a couple of months ago. I missed the show because I was out of town, but she's good stuff. There's a song called "The Family Business" on this album that is it's great stuff. I think she's from Texas, and yeah.
Is she guitarist vocals or just vocals, or is she like Prince? Is she playing all the instruments on the album, or what do we got here?
I mean, she does. She definitely writes all the songs. This is not, when I say she is pure country, she's not pop radio country. She writes all her own music and definitely plays guitar, and from what I understand, even though I haven't seen her, is a great live show.
That's right up your alley there, Cotton. No Glam Jean country stuff.
I'm all about it. Sounds awesome.
All right.
Checking her out. I already wrote down Fireball.
All right. Number 23 on the list, I've got Myron Elkins. I've been listening to him. He's like a bluesy kind of guy. So for fans
that's right.
of,
You were talking to me about him.
I like him. It's like for fans of who's our blues guys that we're at.
You keep yapping. I'll come back to you on our guy that we can.
Yeah. What's funny is this new album.
We've had
This new album, he added Michael, so he decided to start using his middle name. So now he's Myron Michael Elkins. The album's called Nostalgia for Sale, and it's just a great blues rock.
Is this
blues rock album?
Is this the second coming of John Mellencamp? Like, did he start off as Johnny Cougar, then went to John Cougar Mellencamp, and then just?
I think he's leaning into that for sure.
Yep. All right.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Title track for that album is good stuff, but it's pretty consistent throughout. And it's like you hear the first song, and like you know what you're getting from that entire album.
All right.
And I like his previous album as well. I just like this guy's sound for sure.
Plus, I like the name Myron. All right, we're in. Magnolia for Sale? I think you said something else for...
Nostalgia for Sale.
Well, my notes here have Magnolia written down on a printed sheet that you typed up. So we're going to have to figure out who's...
Oh, I did. How about that? That's a typo.
We're gonna have to
One word, one mistake out of 187 albums that he put on this thing. Let's give him a little... I mean, we got to give a little credit.
I got to take
a little bit of leeway.
I got to take the opportunities when they come.
The bluesy stuff I was trying to think of, like the reference was like the Teskey Brothers, like that kind of stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Love Teskey.
All right, number 22, as we move not fast enough, is a guy I had never heard of before. His name is Andrew Duhan, and he's got an album called The Parish Record. And as I try and kind of spread it out, the different types of music, this guy's got some Cajun in him. And so he's like a singer-songwriter type. And there's a song on the album called Man on the Marquee, which is it's a great tune. You know, it's a musician showing up to a gig and seeing his name up on the marquee, sings about that. It's really good stuff.
You say Cajun like Boudreaux Thibodeau, like you tough to understand him, like little cayenne pepper.
No, he's not quite that Cajun, but it is called The Parish Record. So he's proud of being from Louisiana, and it's got some. It's a really good album.
Red, that's not where I thought you were going. I was waiting for Music is the Devil.
Oh,
Waterboy.
Yeah.
All right, Duhan. Moving on to 22, 21.
We're at 21. We got another local boy, Justin Wells.
Yeah, I like Justin.
Justin is he had a great new album. Came out pretty early in the year. So you talk about the list evolving. This is the one that hit the list really early in the year and has stayed there throughout.
Is it kind of like when you college football and you lose a big ball game earlier in the year and then you never get to actually get back into the rankings because you lost that early game there? Do you feel like if Justin would have put this out later in the season, he may have ranked higher than 2021?
There may be some recency bias with some other records that are higher on the list. My apologies to Justin Wells and all of Justin Wells' family for slightly only having him at 21.
Yeah.
But,
this whole fucking family. I love it.
I feel like we're going to have to take a year off. You can't listen to music for 26. In 27, we're going to release all the brand new albums at 26 at one equal time so that you can give each their due process at an equal timeline in the year, because this is not fair to Justin Wells at all. Like
I can't do that.
This is bull.
I'm going to say I can't
have
do
to
that.
live on.
Let's just pick a random Friday when all the new music drops, and we'll just play that game then.
I don't know this cat, but I feel like I like him. Like he's in it for the art. The art of the music. He's not trying to get the awards, right? He's not trying to release something just before Oscars week, right? Like he doesn't give a fuck when Neil Wilding's going to do his rankings. He's just releasing stuff when it feels good to him.
Yeah, he's not.
That's true.
He's not reposting anything on the Southern Hang.
He didn't give a shit.
Yeah, he's not giving.
I don't need to apologize to him for being 21. He doesn't give a shit.
He's the honey badger of 2025.
The biggest star on my list is going next to number 21, Justin Wells.
Yeah, and, he's worth it, man. He's awesome, and his. I think when he put this out, he talked about how he wrote this one for his wife, so it's good stuff.
Well, the album, I think, is the Cynthiana. I had to look it up, so I was trying to figure out. But Harrison County here in Kentucky, and it is. So I looked up that's where they met as kids. So that's why it's named Cynthiana, which I thought was kind of cool. That just to kind of give that text to it. Or context
that's
to
cool.
How does a grown man meet his kids in another county? How does that happen?
He was
Kentucky.
He grew up.
Hey, you're my child? I never knew who you were.
No, listen to the whole thing.
Oh, all right. Sorry.
He met his wife when they were kids growing up in Cynthiana.
That's different than what I heard.
It's a detail. It's a detail.
That's different
It might be different than what I said.
I think it is.
It might be.
I think the first thing you said was like Cotton's Thanksgiving holidays, 4 years and 2. And, yeah. All right.
All right.
I'm blaming the jet lag. I'm blaming the jet lag on that one.
The song on that one is a little piano bad called Queen of Queens. It's a jam. It's good stuff.
Jam.
All right, we're now into the top 20.
Dun, dun, dun.
Another one that's probably getting some recency bias because I've talked about it and this artist many times. So we don't have to spend much time on it. But Jason Isbell's solo record had to make the list. Foxes in the Snow. It's awesome.
Foxes in the snow.
And just to show you, spoiler alert,
That's not.
I'm sorry, Cotton. Cotton, did I interrupt you, Cotton? Proceed.
I was sorry. I went the Doors. Jason Isbell. I just assumed that was the.
Riders
remix.
He thought he was by himself for a second.
Go ahead, fire that. My bad.
Yeah. No, I was just going to say, to show you where I stand on this one, Jason made the list. Spoiler alert, Amanda did not. So apologies to Amanda. But I'm on team Jason Isbell.
I am a little shocked, candidly speaking, with the diversification of your portfolio, my brother. I feel like this is almost too mainstream for you.
Jason Isbell?
Yeah.
Wait to the next. Wait to pick number 19.
This is true.
Well, it's the first one we got to.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. You may proceed, sir.
All right, so 19 is Turnpike Troubadours.
Fucking great band.
Their new album, Price of Admission, fucking fantastic. It's great.
Yep.
And I will say, if we were ranking songs, of the year, Heaven Passing Through would be number one.
Ooh.
Just like
it is the
not even a discussion topic.
Best song I heard all year.
I love how he says, "If we were ranking songs, like we had a choice in any of this list, we didn't."
He's got a mouse in his pocket.
Yeah.
You got a mute button. Yeah. Yeah. No, there's the chorus of Heaven Passing Through. Hold on to the moment like it's heaven passing through. It's a simple line, but it's very powerful. And I think we all should remind ourselves of that when we are enjoying the top 25 albums of 25. Just remember to hold on to this moment like it's heaven passing through.
Diggable.
Man.
Yeah. All right. I think so. You think Turnpike is? Are they're mainstream now? I know they sell out stadiums.
We're talking mainstream to Neil Wilding. We're not talking mainstream to everybody else. We're like your bands are, like they got to be found under a rock. Nobody ever knew about them. Anybody that's ever heard of a band, you're like that guy.
Yeah.
I've heard of them. Like and so we gotta. We got to find this. We got to find this. Hey, he just picked up a guitar yesterday and learned how to play, and that's you.
I am early to a lot of people. I was actually late to Turnpike.
Yeah.
I mean, I loved like Gin and Smoking Lies, that song, but I've just here in the last couple of years gotten more into their whole catalog, and they're fantastic. Yeah, and they are selling out football arenas, and they're co-billing with my boys Cross Canadian Ragweed down in Oklahoma.
There you go, where they roll their joints all wrong.
That's right.
Mm-hmm.
All right. The boys from Oklahoma roll their joints all wrong?
The boys from Oklahoma, they roll their joints all wrong.
Okay.
If you didn't know, it's a fact.
I did not know.
Yeah, you can go down a YouTube rat hole. Every time they play that song live, they bring whoever the guests are from that artist, and they do, they get whoever the opener is gets a guest verse on that song.
Gotcha.
But that's Cross Canadian Ragweed, not Turnpike.
I'm
the holy roller, so I just use a bong. But yeah.
There you go. See, Cotton's in. He knows. Yeah. Well, the boys from Louisiana, they just grab a sack full of shrooms. Yeah. That's what they say. All right. Number 18 is a guy that I've never heard of until this album hit. And I think I saw this one on Twitter. And I don't even know how to pronounce his name, so my apologies. But I'm gonna go with Darren Hawkard or Hawkward, Hacquard. How would y'all pronounce that last name?
Rateliff.
Not Ratliff. That's for damn sure.
I like Hawkward.
Hawkward. His solo. It's another singer songwriter. He's kind of got some. A little comedy in his lyrics, funny stuff. He's got a song called Drunken Philosopher. Good stuff. Like I said, singer-songwriter, new to the list, maybe some recency bias pushes it because I think it just came out here a couple months ago, pushes it up higher than some of these others.
Yeah, I'm seeing.
But it's also new to me, and so I wanted to give my boy Darren some love because I'm not really seeing this one on a lot of lists, but it's on mine.
The Justin Wells Darren Harquard beef is real.
Yeah. We should start it.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Coming
All
in
right.
Number 17 on the list.
Yeah, this guy might be kind of mainstream too. Tanner Usray. How big is Tanner?
Oh,
is he big?
What list are we working on?
We got an alternate. We got an alternate. We got an alternate.
Right. To be fair,
Shit got switched
so
up
I'm going
since you
off.
went the list. Holy moly.
This is my own list, and I said the wrong name.
Oh, all right.
Tanner Usray got moved down because I forgot one of my boys, Craig Finn. So when I did my list,
is that the way you
I
say
know.
his last name too?
Tanner Usray?
Yeah.
Yeah, Tanner Usray, though. You're right, though. Moved to the other receiving votes. Yeah. Great album. But I could not leave Craig Finn out. His solo album, lead singer of the Hold Steady. But he's got 4 or 5 solo albums, and this one.
So he goes from number 17 to others receiving votes
with a bullet.
Fast.
Sorry, yeah. Tanner.
Yeah.
Damn, and I like that dude too.
Tanner Usray's great. Yeah. Love that album.
I'm so confused. So who's number 17?
Craig Finn.
Beastie Boys. Yeah.
Not on my list.
Yeah, it matters. Well, Redmond, remember you suggested that this may be fluid. The list did evolve many a times.
Like in the last 10 minutes since we've been recording.
Well, you never know. But Craig's on the list on the one that I published here, and the one I went public with. Craig Finn, number 17. Always been solo album.
All right,
awesome.
I just want to point out that Justin Wells' whole family got a hey, I'm sorry. I don't think Tanner got anything. God, for me, Tanner, Sherman awesome, Brown. Dude. For me, Sherman Brown, Tanner. I'm sorry.
Bye, Tanner.
Tanner. God, man, I wanted to bring all the positivity.
Bye, Felicia.
Damn.
Well, bye.
Hey, and we hear how much we've heard how much you. I didn't even know who Tanner Usray was because of you. Now I know who he was, and that's been for the last several months. That's not just tonight. That's several months, man. So
Tanner Usray for fans of I don't know. He's like a hard rock / country dude.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Craig, was that a Tombstone reference you were throwing out?
Yeah, you was. I appreciate you picking that up. Thank you.
Yep, my man.
Yep.
All right.
All right.
Number 16. Let me double check my notes. Okay, yep, still got them. My Politique. I would say for fans of the Avett Brothers.
All right. I remember you talking about that one.
Yeah, they're a good. They put out a great album called Signs of Life, and there's a song on that album called "The Lonely 21st Century." And so, if you're of the opinion that like cell phones and influencers are ruining society, like that song,
podcasters, influencers,
yeah, well. Not ours.
I prefer
not ours.
An organic piece of paper in your pocket and you write your list on that, not a push a button and on your phone guy.
I do use the technology, but My Politique has a great song called "The Lonely 21st Century" that hits on, kids staring at their screens and influencers selling themselves, and so anyway, it's a great song. Mm-hmm. And a great band that I did not know that well. They've had a few other albums that I've kind of dabbled with, but this one's coming up pretty high on the list.
Copy. I'd like to lead you in on number 15, but my mama's listening to this podcast, so I can't say these next artists. So Mom, I'm not associated. This is Neil's list, not mine.
Sherman's the one that brought this band to the mix.
Hey. Wet leg. I'll say it all day. This was catch these fists. Catch these fists. Let's go.
Dude, those chicks. I mentioned Cat Asty was a fireball. These two in Wet Leg are like badass chicks. You don't want to mess with them. And this is their second album, and this one is on a lot of the lists that I'm seeing. They got some street cred now. And the album's called Moisturizer, and the whole thing is badass. Wet Leg. Any other thoughts?
Jam.
I just came off of mute. Are y'all still talking about number 15? Because I couldn't even.
It's Wet Leg.
I couldn't even let my ears listen to that. So I was.
Come on.
I'm so wholesome and pure. Yeah.
Okay, dumpling dicks.
right, number 14.
Well,
go ahead,
I feel like this is the first one. Shout out to a friend of the show, CT, Chris Thomas. I feel like this is the first band that is diving deep into the realm of crazy names.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, these have been pretty standard. So, like, Ryan Davis, Myron, Andrew, Justin. Like, these are just basic names. And all of a sudden, we jump into number 15.
Yeah, we'll
Wet Leg.
Have CT tune in when we get to number 8. Yeah.
Oh yeah. All right. So number 14 is a band that we covered in our 90s hip hop. And that's a band by the name of De La Soul. It's my favorite hip hop band of all time. And they had a member that passed away a couple years ago. True Goy the Dove, Dave, Plug 2. He passed away, so I never thought that we would have new De La Soul. And if we did, I thought it would, it just wouldn't be De La Soul. But they managed to put an album out that, like, an ultimate tribute to him. It's a beautiful album, and it jams. I was shocked, really, how good it was. As much as I love De La Soul, I just did not think that they had it in them to make an album this good without Dave. And it's awesome. It's great. The album's called Cabin in the Sky, which obviously is a tip to Dave. And there's songs throughout the thing. There's cameos from a lot of hip hop artists of today and some of the people that were with them when they first got started. Freaking great album. I can't believe that I'm talking about a best of 25 list and there's a De La Soul album to talk about.
I had no idea they were still kicking it.
Well, I mean, it's been several years since they even thought about putting music out. Actually, the last one they put out, the anonymous Mr. Nobody, was crowdsourced. Like they went to whatever, Kickstarter or whatever, and funded an album. This one it's great. Anyway, we don't have to spend too much time on them, but I could do a whole episode on this album.
Well, this is a band that every time that I even hear their name, I associate it with you. So as much as now you are more Americana and all this other stuff, De La has always been Neil Wilding. It's like, just everything about him. So I'm happy to see him on this list. It doesn't surprise me at all. Yeah,
well, and the song, so the intro to the album is like a 3.5 minute, and it's Giancarlo Esposito, also known as Gus from Breaking Bad. And he just does a roll call of all of the guests that they're going to have. And it takes them that long. And I don't know, it's weird. It's like a great tip to like start that album. And he's just kind of talking through all the people that are going to come on this album. And then it just nonstop jams. All right, time to move on. So the next, what are we at? 13 here?
13 with 3 minutes left in the episode before we have to cut it off. So, you're going to have to talk fast. No, I'm playing. We got plenty of time, buddy. Go fire down.
We do have time.
We got plenty of time. You're doing good.
So at 13, I got a dude by the name of Petey USA. Someone recommended him to me a little bit ago, and I dismissed it because he's one of these guys that came to prominence through TikTok. And he put a song out and got famous. He's like a comedian. And I did not take his album seriously at all. And then I saw it starting to hit a few lists. And I figured I'd give it another shot. And I should have taken it seriously. It's a great album. It's called The Yips. And this is a real artist. It's not even though he came to you through TikTok, it's a great album. Petey USA, highly recommend. Obviously at number 13. I mean, I got him ahead of Jason Isbell and Turnpike.
Is he a golfer?
The Yips is certainly a tip to that. I don't know if he's a golfer, but that song, the title track is certainly a tip to it.
Yeah,
and he's pretty prominent. Like when I went to look him up, he's got a lot of followers. He doesn't need Southern Hang for a bump in his listeners. He's got a lot of people following him.
He's got his own bump.
He does. Yeah. We might get a bump just by mentioning his album. But Petey USA, not someone that was on the list even a month ago, but it is certainly there now.
Again, sorry, Tanner.
You're killing me, Petey.
PDUSA.
Remember the Titans.
All right.
PD.
Did I cut somebody off?
No.
No, Craig's Craig's throwing references out there. I'm just going to call them out as we go. Keep going.
Yep.
Number 12 is a band called Snowcaps. Snowcaps.
Good theater candy, too.
Great theater candy.
It is certainly named after that theater candy. It is actually a side project of an artist that I mentioned when we first started talking about Bourbon and Beyond. There's a band I talked about called Waxahachie, which is Katie Crutchfield. Snowcaps is a side project she did with her twin sister. And it's a great album, start to finish. Coast is the first song on the album, and I love it. I think it came out here just about a month ago or so. Had no idea that it was coming. And so I'm a big fan of Waxahachie, and so number 12 is her little side project, Snowcaps, with her twin sister.
Red, you're our mathematician / data guru in this team. I'm gonna need you to go back, put in dates of when Wilding discovered this band, cross-reference them to see if like the newest bands that just came out made higher rankings in the list. I feel like, because he like just came out last week. I'm like, man, our dude Justin Wells put it out early, crushed it, and he ain't giving no time because
he's the honey badger.
The good theater candy put out their newest album here, and it's just fresh in his memory. So we're gonna have to figure out a way to.
We could actually make this a poll.
We're gonna have to handicap some of these guys.
We're gonna pivot table the shit out of this list for sure. Once we get the updated list. So we just got done with number 12, and I think that puts us through the 14. Average
That's right.
Average number of songs per album is what, 8?
Okay.
Does that sound right?
8 to 10, probably.
Yep.
So we'll call it 9. That's 126 songs.
Okay.
Certifiable, no skips. Like, I mean, how many skips have we got so far?
Man, if we're hitting the top 25, we're going no skips. I got to think, if I'm sitting down to listen to any of these albums I've talked about so far, no skips.
Not a 1.
Skips.
No skips.
There may be a skip-worthy song, but I'm not skipping it. If they're making my top 25, I'm going start to finish.
All right.
Maybe Tanner. Maybe that's why you got bumped down. Maybe I found a skip.
All right.
Skip.
Skip. All right.
Shall we?
Yeah, fire down, buddy. We are number 11. Number 11.
Number 11?
1-1.
Number 11 is a band called Wednesday. Wednesday put out a new album called Bleeds, and they are a freaking badass band. Female-led. MJ Linderman, who I've talked about on the show before, is the guitarist in this band. I think he actually this will be the last album that he did with them, but because he's got his own solo career. If we were doing a top 24 list, MJ Linderman would be on the list because he had a great album. But Wednesday hits it. She's got a song called Elderberry Wine.
The year 24, Redmond. The year 24, not
right.
the year 24. It took me a second to. I had to decide also. I got you.
Yeah.
I got you.
2024 top 25 MJ Linderman.
All right.
Number 11 Wednesday in the top 25 of 25 list. Just to be clear. And I got her vinyl sitting up on the hanging on the wall. That's a great album. I think one of y'all sent like this video of Patterson Hood, who's a lead singer of Drive By Truckers, and it was like a TikTok. It went viral. He listed out some of his favorite albums of the year, and this was one of them. So Patterson Hood approved.
All right.
All I could think about is the outtake from Cannonball Run with Dean Martin, Sammy Davis Jr., Burt Reynolds. He's like, I'm going to take those rosary bleeds and stick them up your nose. He's like, these bleeds, those bleeds. So as soon as you said bleeds, that's all I could think about. I don't know what else you said. I think
I knew I lost you when I said that.
I'm going to have to go back and listen to this once this episode drops. But that's all I could think about was Dean and Sammy and Bert.
Yeah.
I didn't know where you were, but I knew something was going on just watching your video feed. And I was like, all right, I don't know where he's at.
I'm in a different spot. I'm back now. All right, moving on.
All right. Well, you're back just in time for the top 10. At number 10.
Hold on a second there. We got folks, the highly anticipated top 10 coming at you. Leading in for the final countdown, what you've been waiting for all Sunday afternoon. Fire down, Music Man.
Number 10, I've got Dano Simpson. Dano put out an album called The Killjoy. His previous work was a lot of Americana. I feel like he turned up the rock and roll on this one. I learned about Dano actually from previous guest, Mr. Rich Henderson. I went to see Rich live, and he had a shirt on that said, "Who the fuck is Dano Simpson?" And so I explored, and it's great music. I'm a big fan. And he's got a song called Days Gone By, which is a great tune. Whole album's good, certified no skips.
So he stood the test of time here in the year, because that was relatively early in the year, right?
Well, his album came out a couple months ago. So when I learned of him through Rich, it was some of his earlier stuff that I was listening to.
Gotcha.
Now, though, good segue into number 9. When I did my mid-year, when we were doing the Southern Hang Recommends, my favorite album at that point was Valerie June, Owls, Omens, and Oracles. And I don't know if y'all paid attention when I said that, if any of you checked her out. She is a one of one, unique voice. She has the albums Owls, Omens, and Oracles. Great album. And she's kind of pulling up the soul of this, like modern day soul.
She played here recently too, right?
She did, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know if it was Mercury.
I was thinking it was the Palace. I was thinking it was the Palace.
It could have been. It could have been the Palace. Yeah. And I missed the show. And she's someone that's had several records out before this one. And she finally hit my radar, something I saw on Twitter. Mm-hmm. And I'm glad I did, because she's so unique. Like, it's nothing else to say. The song I love from that, I like the whole album, obviously, but Trust the Path is a great song. Anyway, Valerie June.
And when you say soul, you mean like Aretha Franklin soul?
Yeah, but with like a unique voice. Like she doesn't have the pipes that Aretha has. Nobody does.
Sure.
But like the backing music of it, it's man, I'm probably not doing her any justice. I have no comparison.
Randy Jackson sold.
Randy Jackson. Randy Jackson from American Idol. Randy Jackson.
No. Go ahead. Move on. Let's move on. Let's get on down the street.
And by the way, you are doing her justice. She's number 9. I mean,
she's number 9.
Like, regardless of how you define it, that is.
I feel like anyone on this top 10 probably could have been. We're number 1 at some point this year. These are all really great. So number 8, Cotton. CT. The name of this band, you must be excited to hear.
That's right. Well, this is all only for CT. This is for CT here. So, but go ahead.
The name of the band is They Are Gutting a Body of Water.
That's what I'm talking about.
And the name of the album is
GABOW for the people on the street. That's what we all.
That's right.
That's what we call them for sure.
Well, and actually,
Tagabo.
Yeah,
they do. If you Google that, you'll pull up the band. If you Google the acronym, it will pull them up. This is the heaviest album on this list. It is a rock and roll record. It's heavy fuzz. It's like the opening song. It's about 2 minutes of just heavy guitars, and then a spoken word comes in, and the song, like the opening song, is about fentanyl withdrawals, and you almost have to like listen to it on headphones to kind of pick up some of the stories behind the song. It's so good. It's so good. It's one of my favorite rock records I've heard in years. Especially an album this heavy. It's one of the first ones that I listened to like this. It's great.
I'm upset. I'm learning about it right now.
Oh man, yeah. It's yeah, and they've had other albums out. I think they're out of Philly or Pennsylvania somewhere. But it's for fans of hard rock with like a little distortion fuzz. This is it. It's great. All right. Number 7 is our boy Tyler Childers. His out, man, this album's so good.
It is a great album.
It also could have been one. I feel like he's having so much fun on this record. Cotton, you're a Tyler boy.
Yep.
What's your favorite song from this album?
I don't know. It's a great album. I don't know. It's a no skip album. So that's a tough call.
It is. And at number
call.
7, it's obviously getting respect, but it may be higher. What penalized me a little is that he does have 2 songs on it that were previously released. And he tends to do that. He doesn't give a fuck. Whatever he wants to do.
Which I love.
But I know. It's awesome. But I feel like he's having more fun on this album than he's had in anything on his career. Maybe the Take Your Hands to Heaven album. But anyway, Snipe Hunter. I love Dirty Hot Trill is my jam from that one. I don't know. Yeah. That's
not a bad choice.
So Tyler at number 7. Okay, number 6. Go ahead.
Biting list. Just love it. I just love it.
It is so fun. That's
a fun song, dude.
It went viral too, didn't it? I think, yeah. Yeah. All right. Number 6, I've got a guy that's new to me by the name of Jack Van Cleef. His album name is his initials, JVC. And singer-songwriter, a little bit rock, a little bit country.
Like Donny Osmond?
No. Only because that's how Donnie had been previously discussed. But no, very little Donny Osmond and Jack Van Cleef.
All right.
He was on the list, but he's out now.
Nah, man. You were in for the Donnie?
Yeah.
But I love this album. I'm surprised I haven't seen it on more lists, actually. Very high on mine, clearly. It's good stuff. He's on the same record label as guys like Guy Clark and Lumineers, and that's where I found him. It just happened to be on his record label, and I love it. He did. So this will turn some people off, and some people will like that. He did do a song with Zach Bryan.
Okay.
So he brought Zach Bryan on for one of the songs.
Craig hates him. Craig hates him.
Country Diddy. I'm trying to sway my emotions back the other way to be positive. But sorry.
Well, all right, number 5. We're top 5 now.
Yep, top 5.
Top 5.
It's about to
I've
get
got
real.
a dude, and this was a recommendation to me from my brother Nate, who's a good music guy. I tend to like a lot of his recommendations. And he sent me this guy by the name of Peter McPoland. Peter is another guy that kind of made it big on TikTok. And so, again, I kind of dismiss that kind of stuff. But this album is awesome. It's called Big Lucky. And I would say that let's see if I can describe this. If Brian Wilson of the Beach Boys made an indie rock record, that this would be it.
Okay.
When did this album come out?
I would say it's probably 3-4 months ago, at least when it hit my radar.
Okay. That's a little
But
that's a little lasting power. That wasn't out last week.
This is true. Not recency bias on this one. And I like this one as soon as I heard it. So anyway, that album's called Big Lucky. Check him out. He also has a famous girlfriend, like an actress. I can't remember who it is. But
that famous.
Anyway, that famous.
Thank you, Sherman.
Yeah, the more famous, the less likely I am to remember who it is.
That's fair.
All right. So number 4, we're going to take a segue and we're going to talk college basketball.
That's what I was kind of confused about. Yep.
we're going to discuss Ken Pomeroy.
Yep.
Oh, Ken Pom.
Yep.
Now, Ken Pomeroy is actually a female artist out of Oklahoma. She's Cherokee Indian and or Cherokee Native American. My apologies. And her album's called Cruel Joke. Holy shit, this girl can sing. Like I feel like she is like a mix, like if Dolly Parton and Mazzy Star were to make an album together, it would sound like this.
Dolly and Mazzy?
Yeah.
And she's half Cherokee and Choctaw?
Yeah, something like that. And so I thought when I heard about it, and if you've seen, there's a show, a TV show that's set in Oklahoma with Ethan Hawke in it, The Big Lowdown, that's what it's called. She actually played a small part in this, so she's actually an actress too. Holy shit, this album's so good, and it's mellow. It's well, I mean, you know, Dolly meets Mazzy. Mazzy's the mellow kind of fuzz part of this. But I thought when I first learned of Kim, I thought obviously it was like she was like a joke, and she was kind of going off of the moniker Ken Pomeroy. Not true. It's her name. Her name is McKenna Pomeroy, and McKenna goes by Ken. So it is not has nothing to do with the dude that ranks basketball teams, and has everything to do with being a kick-ass musician. She's very young, and I think she's going places. I love this album. It's called Cruel Joke, start to finish. Absolutely no skips. Jam.
Gossip columnist Craig Cotton. Never heard of who Peter McPoland's girlfriend is, Emma Chamberlain. But apparently that's the person you were talking about that I've never heard of. But
Emma Chamberlain. I think she's also like a social media.
Yeah, she called herself an influencer. That's not a job. So
yeah.
when you say that your job is a social social influencer or whatever, I'm like, yeah, that's.
Hey,
not,
I tell you what, Craig.
But they broke up.
If
they broke up in October of 24. So that is the worst I've felt in a while, that I had to repeat any of that information that I just said out of my mouth. I'm a grown man.
If Emma Chamberlain retweeted this podcast, I think our numbers would go up a little bit. So
good for those people that think that's cool.
You just hit her with the beatbox.
Yeah. You're out. Get a job.
All right. We'll move on. We're to the top thrwhen.
That'll remix in that Foxes in the Snow.
Right.
Hey,
back when we were at De La Soul, I wanted to do it again for Cabin in the Sky. So I wanted to do it.
Right.
Yeah, I wanted to do it twice, but I felt like my moment was gone. So I appreciate you bringing it back for me.
Yeah.
All right,
we're getting local. We're getting local again with number 3.
Top 3.
And this one definitely was number 1 at some point. Could be number 1 tomorrow. Is a local band, or I don't know if it's a band or a dude, but it's Hullerhead, and he's out of I think some tiny small town.
It's like
somewhere in western Kentucky.
Yeah,
Alamo, Kentucky. I think it's down by Bowling Green.
Yeah, we looked it up, and we were gonna try to make an adventure down there and go check them out, and it was like, I don't know, it was like $12, and you got a free sandwich or something to go check them out and watch them play. It was awesome.
Well,
it was. I totally want to go. Yeah.
One of them was a private show listed on his website, and then I was trying to find the venue, and I come to find out it's his house. Yeah. Like he's just playing a gig in his living room for a few friends.
It's a great album.
Gig. Dude, it is so good, and the song, the lead song from it is a song called "Leftovers," and you know we talk about some songs that hurt. That one hurts, man. It is. There's a lyric in that song that says, "Thank God for that old TV, because if it's watching him, he ain't watching me." And it's a song about an abusive, like stepfather or something, or like a dude dating his mom that's abusive. The song's so good, and it hurts for sure. And I hope that song is not autobiographical, because there's a lot of pain in that song. But It's beautiful, beautiful song, and the album is really good. I got the vinyl hanging on my wall, and they are not big yet, and they are gonna be, I think, or it might be just a dude. But this album is so good. I highly recommend it. I mean, it's like a country rock. It definitely leans on the Americana theme of things that I've been listening to. So it hit me for sure. But anyway, Hollerhead.
I'm gonna check that one out. And you said Almo, Kentucky. I had to look that up. I have traveled all over Kentucky with my job trying to, and I had never heard of Almo, Kentucky, which is it's near Murray. It's like basically would be like a suburb. It's way down in West Kentucky, or far western. Yeah. When you said Bowling Green, I'm like, I know Bowling Green pretty well. It's not there, but yeah, it's looks like it's, I don't know, 10 miles or so outside of Murray, or downtown Murray.
All right. Well, that's one I want to find live soon, because it is it's one of the top albums I've listened to all year.
Are we going to his living room?
Well, I think it was invitation only. Let's see if we can get a recording. Let's get this to him. He's number 3 on my list. I mean, that deserves an invite.
I know some people down that way. Let me reach out. See if we can get the nod.
Let's get it.
Red got people in Alamo.
All right, number 2 on the list, and this is an album that is definitely a critical darling. So if there's a list by like an indie website, or even Rolling Stone and some of those, this album is certainly on it, and deservedly so. It's one of the best albums I've heard in the last 10 years. It's so good. It's from a band called Geese. And I actually mentioned Geese on this podcast back when we were doing our Bourbon and Beyond discussion, and we were looking, and when I first mentioned Gooseberry, I said not jam band Goose or indie rock band Geese, or Chuck Berry, but Gooseberry. But Geese went and dropped an album this year called Getting Killed, and I mean, not only is it no skips, I mean, it tells a story from start to finish. I would say it's for fans of bands like Radiohead. It's pretty complex music. Like, it's like your favorite musician's favorite band. Like that's these guys. Like, musicians love this band because time signatures are unique, and it's they're awesome. And in fact, shout out to Sean Rosenkrantz. Sean is the son of a good friend of mine, and Sean is actually at the Geese Tiny Desk concert as of us recording this episode. Geese has hit it big. Like this in indie rock circles, these guys are the gods right now, and I think this album is it's one of my favorite albums of the last 10 years. So good. Yet only 2 on this list. So have y'all listened to this album at all?
This is impressive.
No. I'm just trying to digest the statement. So your favorite album in the last 10 years, and it gets a number 2 ranking?
Well, one of. So clearly, number 1 is held in high esteem as well.
Yeah.
20 over the top 20 years is the number 1. Top 15. You got to have.
Yes.
You got to have more years than 10.
Yes.
Right.
I lived in Texas for 6 years, and we had the 100-year flood and the 187-year flood. So that's what we're experiencing here.
Coming into number 1.
For sure.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And at number 1 on the 2025
Are we?
Top 25 albums of the Southern Hang podcast by Neil Wilding is
Cole Chaney, In the Shadow of the Mountain.
Oh, yeah! Ole, 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 ole.
Oh, man. The climax. The climax.
Cole Chaney.
The climax. That wet leg.
Oh, C-double.
Yeah. Cole Chaney, another local boy. He's from Kentucky as well. Cattlesburg, Kentucky. Sherman, you know where that is?
Next to Alamo.
Yes, I do.
I don't. It's somewhere around Lexington, right?
It's around Lexington. It is around Lexington.
So Cole Chaney is a dude that's been around my like when I started listening to this Americana type music more often here. Brian Combs was a guest on our show, and Combs introduced me to some people like Drayton Farley, Arlo, who went to see in concert, and Cole Chaney was right there with those guys. He had an album out that was, very much a bluegrass Americana record. And that was a couple of years ago. And I had heard that his new album was going to turn up the rock and roll a little bit. I would say this album, I've been known to take albums from different decades and plug them into decade conversations. Like our episode last week.
Like the 80s hair band. Just pushing it from the 70s or the 90s. But go ahead.
This is right. Yeah. So if I would think this album, In the Shadow of the Mountain, by Cole Chaney, like bluegrass Americana artist, would have been well suited to talk about during our 90s alternative conversation. It's a 90s alternative album. And from the very first song that he put out, because this one, the first song is Alone, or at least the first song he released from this. And I heard that, I'm like, damn, that's freaking Alice in Chains. And then I heard the whole album, and there's like Stone Temple Pilots, Soundgarden, like you can tell those were his influences. And so to me, this album is number one because it like hits both of my from an Americana type and from a 90s alternative. This album landed right in the middle of that. And I cannot recommend it more for fans of either genre. And he's a local boy.
Man.
I like the local.
That felt good.
Awesome. And further east, by the way, I said when you said Lexington, it hit me, and it is further east over. It's closer to Ashland.
Oh, he is in the holler.
Yeah, those two ain't together.
Ain't Cole Chaney and Justin Welsh running around together? Aren't they like people?
Well, they are. I'm sure they've played shows together. I mean, the Kentucky Appalachia scene. Those two guys are front and center now for sure.
Well, it was a good
what
list.
Else, what did I miss?
Well, it was a great list. We're always impressed with your due diligence that you put into everything that you do. But fire down. Give us the almost mentioned outside of Tanner Usray. Yeah. Well, I should say we probably need to think about wrapping it up.
There's like 50. There's 50 in the honorable mentions.
Right.
Well, but there's one clear omission, and I went full album here. Our boy Colt Winter Lepley put out one of the best records of the year.
Yeah.
I didn't put him on the list because he's an EP, because it was 6 songs. But I mean, that thing, I love that album. I think we've spoken enough about Colt and our love for him, and he's doing good things, and he's getting the recognition he deserves. So clearly that one would have been way up on the list if I considered that one a full album as opposed to EP.
Yep. Good call.
Yep. I support that.
Absolutely. Shout out Colt.
I've been doing all the talking about mine. Like, do you all, it didn't even have to be this year. Like the Spotify Wrapped or the Apple Music, like those lists are popping these days. What did you all listen to a lot this year?
Apparently podcasts.
Well, I saw one of the ones that made your other receiving votes was Mobb Deep, and that was them, and then actually another album on there that I would not have thought that I would have liked, but you introduced me to was the Vandaliers. So both of those albums this year, I purchased both of those, and shout out there. But
Mobb Deep, how about that? That's another one. Like De La making one. What's the word? Is it posthumous or posthumous? I don't know how to say it. Posthumous. All right.
Singaporean.
Like Mobb Deep coming in. Mm-hmm. I never thought we'd have another Mobb Deep record, and that one jammed.
Not Posthumous.
Hypotenuse.
Posthumous de la Soul.
Yeah. Posthumous.
Yeah. Yeah, I did love that Mobb Deep record, man.
Well, some of the other ones on your others receiving votes, which, by the way, the fact that it's receiving votes plural is my favorite part of that. And there's no, the order would be they all got one vote.
This is true. This is true. Tied.
Yeah, but you
tied for 26.
But you had mentioned Lady Bird before. You had mentioned Miles Miller. You had mentioned Patterson Hood several times. I'm kind of looking at the list, and then we had the Mountain Goats on with us.
Yeah, John.
We had John on with us. So we've had, this has been great. And then
what about the fact that the Avett Brothers put out a record with Mike Patton of Faith No More?
Oh, yeah. Awesome.
That's that.
Yeah.
AVVT/PTTN. That's the Avett Brothers with Mike Patton. Great album.
That's awesome. Also, your other top EPs, our boy Chris.
Yeah,
Chris
Margolin.
And the Contraband.
Yeah. Chris, that EP was awesome. And then Blue Edmondson is a dude I used to listen to in Texas. He was part of the Robert Earl King, Cross Canadian Ragweed, Reckless Kelly scene, and Blue, it took off from music. I think his voice was kind of shot. He took years off, and he just put his first EP back out, and it was great. I'm sure he's got an album in the works. So stay tuned for 2026.
All right.
I give you kudos, Wilding. I love the passion that you have for music, and full disclosure, most of these bands I hadn't heard of, and I don't listen to albums like you're talking about no skips. Like I'm more of like, hey, I hear a song and that's cool, and then I may or may not dig in to see what other songs that I like. But I give you kudos, man. It's awesome to hear your list, and I don't know how much of a pain it would be. I think it'd be pretty cool if you could take this list. And not the one that you sent me, because apparently I've got a wrong list. A couple of these things are dynamically changing. But, you kind of talked about for fans of whatever, right? Like, I think it'd be cool to share the list of, hey, this is kind of for fans of whomever to help educate maybe some of our listeners, and if they wanted to dig into something. I would have to go back and listen to some of it, because there's some shit I want to dig into, but I don't know it off the top of my head.
Well, there's nothing I love more than spreading the good word of good music. So consider it done.
Word.
Good job, my man. Good job. I think you did great work. That was fun.
Absolutely. This was awesome. Now we got more homework.
Well, and then the counter flips, and I start doing my homework for next year.
Yeah,
do you get the wrap around, or do you shut it down?
Hold your album release for late in the year, folks. If you're listening, if you're tuning in now, if you want to make the top 20, the top 26 of 26, you better hold off. Better hold off till late in the year.
Yeah, I mean, when we post this, what if an album drops? What do we? Never mind. I don't even want to get into it. Sorry, guys.
It'll be anarchy. It'll be fucking chaos.
Ooh. Yeah. Well,
Dogs
what's funny
and cats living together.
I saw my boy Drayton Farley had this announcement. He said December, I don't know, like 19th or something. He's got something dropping, and I was like, well, damn, that's short. But it's just a song. So he's been releasing a bunch of songs. I bet his album comes out next year. That one's going to be on the list for sure next year.
He doesn't know. He doesn't know when his shit's coming out.
I'm hearing Arlo McKinley's got something coming too. Arlo's got one.
Arlo had a great live album out that he recorded at the Burl here in Lexington.
That's right.
So, all right, fellas, I should be done talking. I dominated this episode. I appreciate y'all giving me the forum to just wax poetic on 25 plus albums that I love throughout the year.
Yeah, I feel like
great top 10 list.
Now, but you did great, buddy. Very proud of you. That was awesome.
I think everybody's going to love the episode except for fucking Justin. He is going to be pissed.
Yeah.
21. That's pretty good. I think he's in. Yeah.
All right.
See you, fellas.
Thanks, everybody.
See you, boys.
Thank you.
Bye, guys.
Yeah.